Good morning and welcome to all viewers. Dornbush download number 76. Morning, Dan.
Morning, Michael. Told you to do it so well, the introduction.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm just about natural. Another Wednesday rolls around. A little bit happening, Dan. Reporting season, of course, but
it's in full swing, Michael.
Yeah, absolutely. About 30% of the way through. It seems to bloody go pretty quickly. But a couple of the big guys have come out. Commonwealth Bank, Telstra tomorrow.
Yep.
But certainly next week too. Likes of BHP. There'll be a few eyes on.
It's really going to be interesting, isn't it? Rio maintained their dividend.
Yeah,
it's selling a lot more iron ore, but the price is way down, isn't it? So I suppose the same from BHP.
Yeah.
And Commonwealth Bank was interesting, Michael, wasn't it? You know, what they say, cash profit would be down, dividends would be cut, bad and doubtful debts would be up, and the amount of lending to the oil and gas sector would be right up, and that's a big no-no. And it was all wrong.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And you know, certainly too, even Bendigo Bank coming out with some reasonable numbers. You know, there's a bit of pressure on growth and a bit of margin squeeze and that sort of stuff. But
and ANZ today, same sort of thing, but the margin squeeze is in the corporate side of things. So. But what did they say? A $1.8 billion cash profit, so up 5% from the corresponding period. So
absolutely,
ticking along okay.
So yeah, certainly headline figures not looking too bad, are they? So
all this doom and gloom on the financial sector, it just doesn't seem warranted really at the moment, does it?
It's easy to get people stirred up, that's for sure. But yeah, it is. It's amazing how that fear can creep in, and all of a sudden you're down 300, 400, 500 points on the market, and you're sort of wondering what the hell's going on, basically.
Yeah, it just happens so quick, doesn't it?
Yeah. But you've been digging up some interesting stats.
Yesterday Andrew thought I was at home working, but really just playing the Xbox, and it was overheating, and I actually turned it on 24, and Josh Freudenberg was on, and he is, well, this week he is anyway, Minister for Resources, Energy in Northern Australia. We just don't know what's happening with Turnbull's ministries, do you?
Absolutely. It's a revolving door at the moment.
But he had some really good statistics, and I just thought it would be ideal for today. You can actually watch this on the net if you want to. It's not too bad, but the Chinese ones really jumped out and grabbed me. They said the Chinese economy is $11.4 trillion US economy. It's 2.5 times bigger than it was in 2008. And he goes on to say, as the Minerals Council has pointed out, this means a 6.8% annualised growth in 2015 is equivalent to a 14.2% growth in 2007. So it's just amazing how it really snowballs, doesn't it, the growth?
Yeah, we've sort of mentioned that a couple of times, haven't we? That, you know, albeit the headline figures are down, but on a much bigger base, it's still, exorbitant numbers.
Well, there's 1.3 billion people there, Michael.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Yeah, they said rapid rates of industrialisation in recent years leading to more than 200 million people moving to the cities, and that's why their retail sector was up by 11%. That's massive. What's our retail sector?
Absolutely.
Negative. 37,000 kilometres of rail and 63 million flats completed in the last decade. Just amazing numbers.
Yeah, it's uncomprehendable, I guess, for us here in Australia, thinking, we ticked over, 24 million in population there the other day, and it's just extraordinary, the numbers that come out from these guys.
What's the population of New York? Is that like 24 million? So puts it sort of into perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
But India is the big thing, and I've heard this from a couple of fund managers, and they're sort of thinking the next 2 or 3 years will be the start of the growth in India, and he's come out with a few figures there. Their economy grew by 7.4%. And an expectation of growth of 6.5% per year from now till 2020. So that's pretty massive, isn't it? India economy is 5 times bigger, or projected to be 5 times bigger in 2040 than it is now. And one thing we know with BHP, they put a lot of money into copper, because they on the back of India, and electricity and air conditioners, believe it or not, are their thoughts. But it says around 300 million Indians have little or no access to electricity. And by 2020, Prime Minister Modi wants every Indian to be connected to the grid. So, real demand for copper going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really interesting, isn't it? Because, China and India were coupled as the 2 big growth economies. We saw that in China for a period. And India sort of dropped off the radar a little bit. But certainly these numbers
Maybe
suggesting
this, Modi is the man to sort of get it rolling. He seems to be, from what we read. So.
Oh, absolutely. And again, just the sheer population base is...
mind boggles, doesn't it,
absolutely.
Michael? That was the other thing I missed about China, but Chinese are adding an economy the size of Turkey every year. And which, Turkey does pretty well, don't they, as an economy? So,
but it is, again, it sort of brings it into perspective, doesn't it? Just how much growth is still happening, albeit, again, you hear the headline figures reducing.
Yes.
But reading between the lines a bit further.
It's compounding, isn't it? Growth on growth.
Not as bad as what it seems, exactly right. So, but it's a really interesting read. So that was off ABC 24.
Yeah.
No, very good.
So the Canberra Press Club.
I'll have to spend a day next week on
the Xbox /
watching
it
over
over
ABC 24. Yeah, absolutely. Just to reports, Dan. Just a couple that caught the eye today. Domino's Pizza. Half year profit up 57%, $46 million.
Amazing.
They're just shooting the lights out, those guys. Would you buy them at $60? Or I think they might be about 57. They still look a bit pricey, but by gee, we've been saying that since they were $20, $30, $40. The move into Germany and France looks like it's paying off. And a little one that you've followed, I know, and that we picked up a few of, A2 Milk.
Yeah.
Good little result as well. So, again, infant formula, the big driver there.
Yes.
So a couple of good numbers out, but a plethora of info coming out. Telstra tomorrow, that'll be a big one.
Will be a big one.
And some employment figures out tomorrow as well. So looking for that employment rate to hang around about that 5.8%. So we'll see how we go.
Positive, yeah.
Absolutely.
Very good.
Yeah, sounds good, Dan. That's us, I think, for the day.
Thanks, viewers.